Hello everyone, this is Gorax, and in today's video I'll show you the new wild mechanic in action. There have been some questions about it and I'll try to answer them all. First thing you'll notice, there's a dice above the heads of your heroes. So if we look at Talan and we go through her abilities, we'll notice that she has a wild affinity here and a dice that can six-sided die, and each die will increase the damage per roll point. Okay, so this is what we can see, but what you can see on this screen also is Flora looks different. The reason why she looks different is because she can roll a 10-sided die, so her damage can go up to 50%, and that's the biggest difference. However, what also is gonna happen here, if we look at Flora's ultimate, she will deal narrative damage and she will inflict a vortex that lasts for 10 seconds. During the time, the vortex gain 1 energy stack each time the target takes damage from wild skills. The vortex will then expire and deal additional damage, with each stack dealing additional 125% attack and narrative fire damage. If the vortex energy reaches 16 stacks, it will deal extra 900%, which is a massive damage increase. So what's gonna happen here? I'm not gonna time this against this dummy. I'm just gonna show you this in action, okay? And I want you to understand what's happening on the screen, so we'll slow it down a little bit. So as you can see, we have this counter here in the left or in the bottom right corner. Flora casted her ultimate and we can see this vortex looks like a trigger here, and once we get more than 16 stacks, remember, we will deal additional huge damage. Don't worry about the damage numbers, some of these heroes have equipment, some don't, but our goal here is to show you what happens. Now when we get to 100 stacks here, we're entering the burst mode where our dice can roll 2 extra. As you can see, they're rolling 8 and etc, right? You can see all these dice rolls up on top of the heads. Now Eric also boosts the dice. I think he does make him always cast maximum dice, so this is why it will be vital to time your team properly to utilize all these things. Look how many dice had Felicity roll. I think she is like amazing at that. She had like 4 wild rolls in a row. So that's basically it. We're gonna go into the burst state again and I'll show you what I mean by the burst state. Now this makes sense, right? When we read this Chinese version description, we couldn't really get what it does. So if we quit this or just go to redeploy, then I'll go over the wild affinity bonus. You only need 3 wild heroes to trigger it, but when you do, wild skill dice rolls will recharge the exclusive skill. So you could see that skill in the bottom right corner. When we hit 100 stacks, it can be released to grant burst to allies for 12 seconds. During the burst, ally wild dice roll will result in +2. And during the burst, when we have 3 heroes, ally wild dice rolls are guaranteed to be the max value. So what does Eric bring to the table? Basically, I think it's his passive. When Eric appears, upgrade all ally wild heroes dice, increasing their max value by 2. So this is why we could see rolls such as 8 on the 6 ones, and we could see 12 on Flora. Okay, so this is quite important. This is why Eric will be quite good addition to the team, because he will increase the max rolls by 2. That means you can roll stronger. So basically, by having him, you are always, well, you have a chance to increase the damage by 10%, because it's 5% per dice stack. Okay, so it is powerful, and this is why this wild team has such a huge potential. There might be some talents that will increase it further. Haven't had a look in the talents quite yet, but I'll cover each hero's talent, and once I'm back from holiday, I will try and test which talents are the best. So we will see that as well. So look at Felicity 764. She is just triggering it like constantly, right? That looks amazing, by the way, right? So she will definitely be the one to bring into your team to trigger this multiple dice roll. She may replace Talan when she's built properly and with enough damage, but we will see all about that. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this new wild mechanic, and in the next video I'll cover the next new mechanic, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss on these videos. As always, thank you all for watching. Stay safe. Bye.